You know, I was just sitting here, I was fixing to eat my supper, and I was thinking about how truly we are very much blessed, even though the hardships that we're going on through right now. We can actually sit down and have a meal. And even with not getting being able to go to the grocery store and do our last minute, minute food stuffs and be able to, have a huge selection maybe of what kind of food we're eating at this time, because, we're kind of holed up somewhere and in whatever quarantine or containment or social distance. But we still are so blessed to be able to just sit down and eat what we do have. There's so many people right now around the world that are not able to be able to get their hands on what we have so freely given to us on a daily basis. It's a blessing. We take so many things for granted, and we shouldn't. We get used to it. We get used to having get the drive-thrus or going to the grocery store when we want to and pick up the stuff for that evening or for several days. It's just like we've been conditioned to just accept it, that this is the way it's supposed to be, and we deserve it, and that's not going to change. But it has changed, and it is changing. And now we're kind of feeling the effects of how other people feel in the world. Not to the degree of like these third world countries, but we are feeling the pinch. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good that we're feeling the pinch. In fact, I think it is. It shows us what we take for granted instead of appreciating everything we got. It's the food we have on our table that it's thrown away. We've heard this ever since we were kids. It's like, you better eat that food. There's a child in a third world country that doesn't ever get it. It's the truth. We need to take everything we have, not for granted, but look at it as what a blessing it is that we are able to fill our bellies and fill our children and our grandchildren's bellies every day. And our dogs, you know what I mean? We are way blessed. And instead of getting upset about not having certain things, let's look at everything we do have and go, wow, we are very much supplied for by the Father. He really, really takes care of us. Because it's by the grace of God that we weren't born someplace else, and that we're having to go through some stuff that are just horrendous, horrible, no words to describe it, situations. We need to pray, and we need to thank the Father and give thanks every day for everything we do have. And don't take advantage of it as far as thinking, well, this is just the way it is and it's always been that way. No, really look at it and go, you know what? By the grace of God, I could have been born somewhere else, but I wasn't. And we should pray for those people that are other places that are going through some trials we can't even wrap our heads around. But let's give thanks to the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. And let's not take anything for granted, because by grace, we were born where we were born. And by grace, we're eating what we get to eat. And by grace, we have the salvation through Jesus Christ, that we have an eternal home, not just this home. I love y'all guys, and I know these are just sometimes just random thoughts through the Holy Spirit, but the Holy Spirit's the part, you hear me random, but then the Holy Spirit comes in there and he says something that makes a statement. And I appreciate y'all listening to me, because like I say, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself. We are very blessed. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Say your prayers.